The Kardashians Season 6 Episode 9 Recap, Joshua Tree. Hello friends, welcome to my channel. I hope you are well. If you like the video, please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon. In this week's episode of The Kardashians, the women are headed somewhere they've never been before. 3 of the reality TV show's stars have their sights set on Joshua Tree, wanting to make a go of camping out in the desert. Meanwhile, Kourtney balances the duties of her career with her duties of being a mom, explaining that she likes to be at home as much as possible. Everyone also comes together to celebrate the birthday of an extra special family member. Khloe plans the next group outing. We open with Kendall talking to Khloe about her reunion with Lamai. Khloe says she's been working on it with her therapist, and that she's surprised her family is so concerned about her mental health despite the fact that she has complex PTSD. The group is also preparing to go on a camping trip, which Kris is hesitant about. Kendall pitches an RV trip to Kris, who reluctantly agrees to it. Khloe explains to the cameras that she wants to create a unique trip for her family. Meanwhile, Kourtney goes to make a podcast appearance, telling the cameras that she tries to keep her business outings as quick as possible so that she can get back to the bubble of being at home with her family. Kris shows up to the recording, complimenting Kourtney for getting out of her sweatpants. Later, Khloe meets up with Tristan to celebrate his relative Omari's 18th birthday. The rest of the family shows up for the occasion, and Kim tells the cameras that he's the sweetest, and that it's important to them to celebrate every member of the family. While at the party, Omari experiences a brief seizure, which shakes Kris, who isn't as experienced with his condition. She steps away to cry, and Khloe comforts her, explaining that he'll be totally fine and that she understands feeling scared when she has no control over the situation. "Ever since I met him, I think about him all the time," Kris admits. When it's time for the Joshua Tree outing, Kendall ends up being busy, so Khloe, Kris, and Kim set out in their RV. Khloe balks at how much her sister and mother have packed for just one night. On the drive, Kim admits how interested she's become in the Menendez brothers' case, and Kris reveals that the guys used to come over to play tennis with Robert. "I am fascinated with this case for sure," Kris tells the cameras. When North calls Kim from her trip to China, Kim is surprised to hear she's only slept a couple of hours on her father's watch. The other women tease Kim for saying goodnight to her kids over the phone, as it's something Kim has called them out for before. Kim tells the cameras that she's not prepared to be a full momager to her eldest child yet, noting she's not ready to step back from her own career in order to do so. Meanwhile, Kendall is on a college tour, making her first stop in Texas. She signs autographs and hands out drinks, saying that she loves the high she gets from everyone's energy. When the others arrive at the campsite, Kris reveals that she's hired a professional chef, not trusting the desert's food supply otherwise. The site has a cold plunge, horseshoe, and ping pong, and it's not long before the 3 are goofing around. Kendall gets called out. Khloe calls out Kendall for not making it to the trip that she herself pitched. They also tease Kourtney for using her baby excuse to get out of whatever family events she's not interested in. Kendall is unapologetic, saying her college tour makes her feel as close to being a pop star as she'll ever experience. That evening in Joshua Tree, the 3 women sit outside for dinner. Kim mentions she's working on a new legal show with Ryan Murphy, and that the stacked cast makes her a little nervous. Eventually, they realize they hear something out in the distance, perhaps a wild animal. They worry it could be a rattlesnake and immediately alert their campsite guide. In the end, they don't find the creature making the noise, but Kim does take the opportunity to bathe in the outdoor tub, using a loofah that she packed herself to do so. Khloe reflects that the 3 of them never would have been able to cut it in the true wilderness, as even this glamping is cutting it close. The cameras show her getting up from the RV in the middle of the night and sneaking out, hitching a hide back to her own home in LA. She explains that she'll be sleeping in her own bed, and she leaves her daughters a voicemail saying that she's back safe in their hometown. In the next episode, we'll see how Kim and Khloe handle this development when they wake up and realize their mom is gone. Khloe jokes that waking up to find her mother has vanished doesn't help her abandonment issues. We also see that Kendall plans to have a larger sit-down conversation with Khloe about her reunion with Lamar. In the season finale, we'll also follow the family members on important trips to both Paris and London. Will the stress of work and personal life